Hello guys, so this is going to be a video tutorial on how to assemble Dynamic Vegeta torso kit. It's not that hard. So first you're going to have a Scouter Vegeta, right? You need some pliers and you need some flat screwdrivers that are thin, and you're going to need a small Phillips screwdriver. This is for the internals. We're first going to start with the disassembly. The disassembly is very easy. All right, I'm going to remove the head so that it's easier for me to move this around. So you remove the head. You can remove this to avoid damaging this stuff. And it's easy to remove. Don't pull too hard, just twist a little bit and it comes out. The reason that Scouter Vegeta was chosen for this kit is because one, it's cheap, and two, the boots fit the Dynamic Vegeta armor like in the anime. So once you remove the legs, you remove the head, and you remove the rest of the stuff, this is where the tricky part comes. You're gonna have to remove the chest plate first. It's a little bit tricky, not a lot, not too tricky. It might break, it might not. You're not gonna be using, or I assume you're not gonna be using the armor again, so you don't have to worry too much about breaking it. Just make sure that you enter through here. I don't know if you're seeing this, and just try and there you can hear the stuff. You just have to go in through there and try and unglue it, because obviously it's glued. Sometimes it comes off really clean, sometimes it breaks. Hopefully it won't break this time. Actually, if you move the stomach a little bit, you can see another place where you can stick the screwdriver and just kind of like pry it off. You could also heat the piece. Oh, it broke. But it doesn't matter if it breaks. Again, you're not going to be using this again. You can also heat it up a little bit, and it's going to come off easily. So here you go. Well, the first leg broke, well, both legs broke. But again, it's something that you're not going to use again. So once you've removed the chest plate, right? And again, you can glue it back on if you really want to like display the armor after you're done. Once you're done with this, you need your small screwdriver, so you can remove the screwdriver from here. And we're actually pretty much done, because that was the hardest part, in my opinion, about the disassembly. All right, so now that you have this, all you have to do is remove it. All right, remove it. I mean, it should come off easily. We'll just be a little bit careful with this. Now this part right here is what we need the pliers for. The reason is it's because you have to disassemble it. You can heat it up first before you do it, but I mean, you don't have to, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna put the pliers in there and then just open them. Let me put it in front of the camera. Just open them like so, and it didn't break at all. Here you can see that the legs are still there. It was really clean. The legs are still all there, so we can assemble it again after we're done. Now the reason for that is because we want this piece right here. This is what we want for our internals. Now this is going to be our internals. So what do you need from this Vegeta? You need only this. This is all we're gonna need. The torso kit has the rest of the stuff. So here you have the stomach, you have the chest plate, and then you have the back plate. I'm also not gonna put the crossed arms. I'm gonna use the regular arms to show you a final display of the piece. Like I said, it is not hard at all to put it on. You just have to be a little bit careful. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this piece here. If you see the insides are supposed to tell you how the piece goes. This is the only way it's supposed to go in. So just make sure that everything is okay, and then just push with force. You can also heat it up a little bit, but it should go on its own. There we go. There we go. It's nice and tight. That's how it's supposed to be, right? I'm gonna put the legs first before I put the chest plate and the back plate, and I'm gonna tell you why as soon as I'm done with this. So I'm gonna try and put the legs first. Oh, this is tricky. And again, you want to be patient, because you don't want to break the stuff, or you don't want to have this stuff break or have some chips or just scratch the paint. And again, everything fits better if you heat it up. So I would recommend heating it up, not dealing with problems like me. So now that's in place, this is in place. And again, you can heat it up in hot water. That's gonna make things a lot easier because it makes the plastic soft. So we now have everything done. Now the reason I did that first is because AJ wanted to make this torso as seamless as possible, because in the anime it's seamless. Again, here it's impossible to make it completely seamless for the reason that you have two pieces. However, the way he did it is that you don't have to remove the chest plate. It's one step less that you have to worry about, but you are going to have to to glue this, right? And make sure that the neck fits snugly. You're gonna have to glue this. I'm not gonna glue it because this goes to the winner of the raffle. So you're supposed to put just crazy glue in there and then add pressure so that it glues as best as you can, right? Make sure that this lines up also, right? Make sure that it lines up. And you can glue everything. I mean, it's not like you're gonna take it apart again. So once you glue it in, once it dries, you can add your arms. Or let me add the head first. Let me remove this. So you can add the head. And again, it's tricky for me because I'm looking at the camera, I'm not looking at the figure. So you have your figure. You can put your arms. There, you can put the arms. And then the right arm. And this is, whoops, like I said, you have to glue it in place. You have to glue it in place so that it doesn't move. And I mean, realistically, this is how you do it. So this is what you end up with. This is what you end up with. I mean, it looks really nice. I know it's not the color that it's supposed to be, but I mean, you can arrange for the paint yourself if you want it to be completely screen accurate. So that's how you put it together. I mean, it's not that hard. It took me less than 10 minutes starting from the beginning. So it should take Even if you don't have any practice, it should take you less than half an hour to make it.